So what kind of support does the Smith family offer to the Rennies here? What kind of things do they do to allow you to not only subsist in an economic manner by selling your wares, but also in a social manner, by supporting your community?
Socially,
not really much socially.
We don't have socially that much, although at the beginning, we used to have to Jules, who is now general manager. He used to hang around at the back of our shop before it was even a living quarters to hide when it got busy. And we talk about Europe. He was very interested in German architecture and such. And delightful people.
And I think more than anything, it's also what they don't do. Yes. They don't interfere. They don't try to micromanage. They really are the best fair owners or managers in the country. Really, they are. They allow us more freedom.
They set up for example, the campground.
Yeah, the campground is. It's just a different. It's not. You don't feel like you're being ruled over, and in some fairs,
like a bunch of silly kids.
Right, right.
The festivals, they not only do they micromanage, but with an incredible patronizing tone.
Yeah.
Tell us how to do our business with the circular flyer.
Oh yeah.
And I won't.
No, but it's definitely
because
this.
Let me tell you, it could rebound on me. Right, but there are this one festival that I'm talking about. They send around a circular flyer, written. Actually, seems to be written by a spinsterish, middle-aged English teacher for a bunch of unruly first graders. That's how the crafts people are treated there. So we could bring this longer. The most people in the office have been working. We know what we're doing. We do it well. We do it with enthusiasm, and we have a great time doing it. We have the experience, right? And in most of the festivals, that is not acknowledged at all. Basically, it's like we feel we are treated, or I speak for our family, but ask around. It's probably not, not an unusual response. We feel like we're barely put up with.
At other places.
And this festival is absolutely wonderful in its accommodation for letting us be who we are. They don't say we can't have a 24-hour
sit.
party or...
Sit. Good boy. Stay. You know where to go. Stay.
Sit.
Good boy. That's a good boy.
Goats.
Speaking of micromanage. Well.
That's how we're
yeah, stay. But yes, also good boy.
We were, after having heard last year so much about Jules and how the fair is run, we had to come. We were having some difficulties getting our location release signed from the Smith family and have permission to shoot again. And we were kind of like, let's just go see Jules, just for giggles.
Right.
So we got all dressed up. We were all nervous. We were like, holy crap, this is the guy. We walk in there and he was like, let me show you my son's video. We'll talk about this. Maryland Public Television, that sounds great. Awesome. Okay, I'll sign this. Let me have my lawyer. You have it by like we had it in 48 hours. Everything done.
Again, that's the individual interaction. And
no problem.
Yeah.
And also don't forget, I think they are lawyers themselves.
Yeah, the Smith family, I think they are.
Jules, yeah.
The brothers.
I think Jules is a lawyer.
I think so.
And he is smart.
Yeah.
He is smart. He knows any kind of publicity that even begins to tell something of the reality here is 20 times better than a newspaper article
right.
that portrays this as some kind of
weird
gathering of people, And they're proud of one, right?
Yeah.
So they're proud of what they've achieved here.
And they work
They
hard,
work.
so hard. When,
Right.
yeah.
There's not one of them, and every year there seems to be another.
I know, it seems like there's another Smith. I don't even, they keep coming up with more of them.
Mark, Adam,
Yeah, I didn't even,
you know,
yeah.
and they're all working on the grounds, and they're working out.
Physically working, like actually
Even Jules.
raking
He's
stuff.
not-
I mean,
he's not sitting behind his
No,
desk. I
they're-
see him running around with a screw gun in his hand. With
and that's very different than at other,
Yeah.
very different than most other.
the ones that we know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
mhm.
The ones that we know. They're not.
Not to say they don't work hard, but it's not the kind of work that you can see, you know. And the Jules and Justin and the rest of the Smiths, they're out here with us
Yeah.
working.
And always helpful.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they blow up occasionally.
Sometimes,
when
sure.
you're parked in the wrong place and you forget that your vehicle's blocking the path.
So- yeah.
They come and throw a screaming hissy fit. right?
Sometimes.
Well, you know.
But yeah, for this fair it's very unique.
Wonderful fair islands.
Well, we have another interview here shortly, but I just have one more question, if y'all don't mind.